Hey everyone. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I was like... Well, I might stream for like an hour to do the dolls. But yeah, I'm gonna be busy. I'm not gonna be able to like... have to play, and there's load shedding as well at weird times anyway, so... Yeah, I might just stream for like an hour to do the dolls, but that's it, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But... how's everyone doing? I love how you guys are all complaining about, like, Hassan, and I'm like, but I probably want to still watch him. Let's see if it's really bad, we'll watch something else. Anyway. Not bad? Good. It's good to not be bad. Yelling at SNL? Oh god. It's SNL. Well... I like this weekly. Do you guys like it? Let's just see if I can get LB. Why? How is it taken? LB1? LB1 is taken too? Fuck. What about LB3? Fine, LB3 it is. Yeah, it's that time of the year SNL starts doing presidential jokes. Oh god, dude. Oh, great, yeah. So excited for that shit, dude. American politics has never been more washed, I'll be honest with you. It's never been more boring ever since I started paying attention to it. It's just like no one cares and it's all just like fascist accelerationism. Anyway. Let's see what he's talking about.
I bet Shay was the one who wrote it, okay? Come on.
Oh, so no.
Like,
no.
It's not even because...
No.
Let me tell you something, okay? I'm not even fucking upset because it's like, oh my god, they're belittling genocide.
No, he's upset because it's not funny. That's what he's gonna say.
Plenty of things you can make fun of. The motherfuckers have a cum extraction squad, man. They literally have
I told you.
cum extraction brigade.
He was like, they could have found other things.
Fucking dead bodies. Okay? That's insane. Like, just point to that, and that's low-hanging fruit. The thing that frustrates me is that they're super silent on many of the opportunities they could be crafting jokes on, as far as, like, Israel's behavior, Israel's, like, violence. Everything. You can make fun of everything. I make jokes about it all the fucking time. I make jokes about what's going on in fucking Gaza.
Anyway, get in for SAP, everyone.
Situation. Doesn't mean you can't make jokes about it. You can make jokes about anything. Okay? But the fact that these guys are, like, awfully fucking quiet on that shit, okay? And then the only time they ever suspiciously say something is when it's like, redirecting it back to, like, some other white supremacist bullshit. It speaks volumes. Okay? It speaks volumes. And more importantly than that, though, is the fact that it's a mid-ass joke. Oh, lol, violence in Chicago, am I right? Black on black violence, am I right? That is the lamest, dude. You cannot take Wall Street Journal's article and then be like, that's my joke. I made this. This is it? Peak liberal humor? This is where we're at? So fucking awful. So goddamn lame, dude. Anyway, yeah, it's the worst crime, dude. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. And I say this all the goddamn time. If a comedian is funny, they can make anything work. You can make a joke about anything.
Here's what I need to know. Here's what I need to know. Do we have any SAP lawmasters? And by the way, just for Rena, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run this through audio so that it doesn't get taken down for showing SNL. Rena, hold on, let me just quickly do that. Foot of your bed, ton of bricks, now baby, refilm. Oh, why is it not coming through Firefox? Maybe it'll come through the picture-in-picture. Come on. Oh, it's because I'm not playing anything. That's why.
So that's whack.
Okay.
Like it's not a good joke at all.
Can you guys hear what Hassan's playing? Okay. All right. Whenever from now on, like when anything that can't be uploaded, like that I know that'll be clapped by YouTube, I'll just mute. Okay, let's see how bad this is. Okay. Bro, I love them making this thing. And it's like, bro, you know what's the most hateful nation on earth that like has more enemies than that can be fucking counted? America. Okay. Is there no thank you for the gifted sub to Am I a Pineapple? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else for sub? We're gonna start. All right, we're starting sap. We're starting sap. Let's go. Ah, so fucking mid, dude. It's so bad. Anyway, the bright baguette. Oh. Hassan, as if Hassan doesn't know. Yeah, Hassan. Oh, there we go. Big corn. Big corn. This is such Will shit. Oh my god, he's amazing. He's such a theater kid. I love him. Wow, cheap in art school. I saw an acting surprised. But his house is so big. How would he know? Oh no, implied nudity. Sierra is also very good at acting, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I love this shit. I love it when people break into dance in movies. It's one of my favorite things, I'm not gonna lie. Like in a natural sort of thing. Because that's just me, dude. Wait, what is this? No, there's no way they have this house. Bro, it's weirdly Succession style as well. I love this. What? That's Hassan. What? Sorry. Wait, what? He's like... This is so well produced. I'm not gonna lie. Rip Bozo Seer. Oh, he's actually a Christina. Oh my god. I've got a great thing to send. Oh, is this an intervention? Wow. Hold on. Is he gonna move to Texas? Oh, they're live. It's insane. It's insane. It was so good. That was insane. That's amazing. Bro, this literally feels like a fucking... It feels like an Apple, like an Apple iPhone launch. That was amazing. Ooh, should I edit something? Should I edit something? Yeah, I'll do it. Collaboration. Collaboration. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yes, and that's why OTK definitely knows that, like... And people are gonna watch now. People will watch. I will watch because Will Neff is there, 100%. Like, that's it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mana is cool because it doesn't replace anything. No, there's no way Will is moving to Texas. Okay. Yes. Do you remember how I called one of my predictions for the year is that Will is going to blow up to be one of the biggest streamers on their platform entirely? Well done, Torin. Please read this in a British accent. Good evening, Madam Littlebear, the 36th. It is with great regret that I have to inform you of the unfortunate physical decline of yours truly, Sir King Charles III. I know that you personally have a great bit of attachment to the royal family as a loyal royalist. I understand it's very difficult for a person like yourself to move on from such a tragedy. I could only imagine how heartbreaking it must be to lose not one, not two, but three of your most beloved royals in the span of 3 years. My heart goes out to your fellow royalists in the United Kingdom with love and regret. Toxic SJW the First. I do whenever I like put on a British accent, it's always like the most clean like radio voice, like public announcement British accent.
Whereas OTK is good for the people that join. Look at fucking Emeru. Look at Extra Emily. Look at Seer. And you'll see this with Will as well. Every single content creator that they've brought on board has been has gotten phenomenally successful. Rather than having a parasitic and Tectone, rather than having a parasitic relationship, with the content creators by like having them look good on a spreadsheet that you can show marketing agencies, they were able to develop talent, and they did a really good job with that, I think. But yeah. Hey yo, why not speaking about politics gives you more viewership?
Really? He's got 31k people?
I mean, this is a big deal. It's like that's the reason why there's like people here watching and interested, but
no, he's got 1.6.
NLRB rules that Dartmouth players are considered employees of the university. Nice.
1.6.
Wild West event is one prime example. Exactly. Anyway, I already listen. I already enjoy hanging out with these guys. Obviously, like, you know, Nick and Milena, as you guys know.
No, you're right. It's
So
28K. He got raided.
And I will.
Wow.
Will fear end no more. Wait, what? Why? What do you mean? No, nothing is changing. Will's just joined OTK. He's coming back to fucking Los Angeles. He's doing his like regular shit. And I'm sure he'll like go back to Austin more. But like, y'all, Will is not moving to LA. Caroline, why did you say that? The fuck? You made it seem like everyone consistently keeps saying that he's staying in Austin. He's staying in Austin. Now you said he's not moving to LA? Fuck!
I love that Caroline's still a gray name.
No, if anything, there'll probably be more OTK people here than vice versa.
Caroline is literally a gray name, dude.
Will you be doing more things with OTK? I think I'll probably do more stuff with OTK as well, yeah.
Bro, Caroline, I need to let
He's gonna
Caroline
forget about
know.
you, little bro, co-parter? Probably. But yeah. But you can't forget about the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with Twitch Prime.
Wow.
I'm going to move on to some other stuff, to more news again.
Yes, I did hear the news non-binary.
Yes.
It's amazing.
That was my biggest L, dude. I said it already. I was like, so... I missed out on that. It was so much fucking fun. It was awesome. I should have definitely done Wild West.
She just got Chatterino 3 weeks ago. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It means she's never changed her Lily.
I'll do more.
Being a grey name just means you've never actually changed your like
I'll definitely do more OTK stuff and
actual like
collabs with other people in general.
Like,
but yeah, here's a 3-minute ad break now.
Okay, you know. No, we already celebrated non-binary. It's amazing.
It's always good.
You're not going to find any royalists in this audience.
Emmy said on her stream with Will that you surprised her when you said libtard because she thought you were totally PC. People basically don't know you. Yeah, I know. But that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't think any streamer event will top the summer camp you did with Love Against You, Myth, etc. Yeah, well, some things will not come back, unfortunately, but... Could you share the story that came out yesterday about the dangers of energy drinks on young people? It's really concerning. No, I love energy drinks.
Oh, I see. Look, cancer comes for a lot of people.
Dad literally watches
non-binary.
Sometimes. Yeah, true.
And
dude, here it is. It's real, dude.
You won't
it's
see
real.
me.
Turns out it was real. Statement from President Joe Biden on OTK signing Will Neff. I thought it was fake. I had no idea. I did not know. I did not know that this was the truth. Turns out it is the fucking truth.
Sometimes cancer just
turns out,
you know, hits
real.
the right target.
You knew this for weeks? No, I had no idea, guys. They were like, hey, can you be in a sketch? And I was like, fine, why not? Let's do it. Why not? You know? Surely there's nothing else going on here. That's what I said to myself. No, the State Department quietly walked it back. They knew it was a lie. People in Hoscourt are debating about Will Neff joining OTK. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Of course, dude. Okay. We're going to do...
Whose fly-ass house was that? It's a... Dude, that shit was crazy.
We're going to do SAP now.
I really like Will's intro film, but the guy they had playing the dishwasher was really not a great actor.
We're starting.
By the way, I already ran it. What are your thoughts on Shane Gillis hosting SNL? Great.
The naughty astronauts.
Kick Formula One car is Kick as a Formula One car. Yes, Kick is like a great way to basically still do steak sponsorships, but like not directly because steak sponsorships are very limited in Europe, especially. So that's what they're doing. It wasn't us. It was a Twitch psyop. Discord is happy for Will. Yeah. Okay, thank you. This is totally not why you last minute visited Austin a week ago. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. How come you didn't tell us? Yo, guys, chill, dude. Don't leak it. Yeah. Phase 9/11.
Phase 9/11, dude.
Fuck. Anyway.
That's so funny.
All right. Oh, no. They didn't fucking put the special thanks.
That's the shot, man. Yeah.
Wait. Special thanks to Sam for letting us use his absolutely mammoth multi-million-dollar home is huge. No!
Oh, God.
No, I told them they could say that. Real, that's my house. Leaked. That's right. I bought that multi-gorillion-dollar mansion, okay? The truth comes out finally. Yep. That's right. That's a summer home. Exactly. A tasteful vacation home. Because I like to vacation in Austin. Anyway. Yeah. No, the house was incredible. Yo, that house is crazy. You fucking drive up to it. It's like next to some goddamn creek, and it's like you can hear the river the entire time, and it's actually sick. The house is sick. I don't know how the fuck they found it. Finn is a legend, really. Everyone's a legend on there. They had they used,
hey,
I don't know if you guys noticed, but they used a squib, which I thought was sick. That was like, we were in the background when the squib shot was happening, and we all got fucking pieced up with the blood. Yeah. Practical effects, dude. Like, no, I'm no film guy, but think about that.
Film? You totally are a film guy.
Soda holding the green frame is supposed to be Nick. Oh, yeah, Nick wasn't. It looked great. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, these guys don't do half measures, all right? I used a squib on a Sweeney Todd show. It was so much fun. Yeah, it's like, it was a little bit terrifying as well, but it was sick. Incredibly well produced. Only posting one more time. Funny.
Jay Schlatt, I'm convinced that you are Norm Macdonald's bastard son. And congrats on joining OTK.
Thank you.
OTK
Thank you.
looks like a group of Make-A-Wish kids that survived the program.
What
no.
the fuck?
Oh my God.
He's not wrong.
That's amazing. Oh my God.
Do you think they started posting before OTK kind of disrespectful? I mean, I think they fucked up on the launch. They fucked up on the launch side because like Forbes already had an article lined up, which is weird. Like, well, I don't know why the fuck Forbes already had an article lined up, but I mean, who cares? It's fine. It's whatever. Everybody forgets.
Done now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to the real world. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. King Charles from Buckingham Palace is diagnosed with cancer. The nation mourns.
Breaking news from Buckingham Palace, which has announced that the King has been diagnosed with cancer.
That's right.
Let me bring you that statement.
I need to
from
bring my
Buckingham Palace
fucking
in
food in real quick.
During the King's recent hospital procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests have identified a form of cancer. His Majesty has today commenced a schedule of regular treatments.
I think it's ball cancer.
During which time he's been advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties.
I honestly think it's ball cancer.
Throughout this period, His Majesty will continue to
and
undertake
they just
state
like
business
can't say
and
it
official
because
paperwork
it's too
as
embarrassing.
usual. The King is grateful
I
to his
honestly
medical
think it's
team for their
fucking ball
swift
cancer. I'm not
intervention,
kidding.
which was made possible thanks to his recent hospital procedure. He remains wholly positive about his treatment and looks forward to returning to full public duty as soon as possible.
Public duty.
And that statement
Shut
concludes
the
by
fuck up.
saying that His Majesty has chosen to share his diagnosis to prevent speculation and in the hope that it may assist public understanding for all those around the world who are affected by cancer. Well, that statement
shut
just
the
through
fuck
from
up.
the palace in
Bro,
the last few
do you have any
moments.
idea how much cancer has been given to, like, you know, people living in the fucking third world because of, you know, actions by the United Kingdom?
Personal level, clearly for the King, for the Queen and for the wider royal family, this will be a shock. Coming so early on, just 17 months into his reign, he is now facing
actions
such
by
a
England, not the
serious
United
health challenge.
I mean, I guess
it was exactly a week ago today, this afternoon, that I was outside the hospital watching as the King left. He'd been there for 3 nights being treated for that benign prostate condition. He was actually on reflection in hospital a little longer than we had anticipated. We thought he would perhaps be out after 1 or 2 nights, but he stayed in for the whole weekend for 3 nights. And we now know that it was during that stay in hospital that this cancer was discovered. A secondary condition was found, and that's when it was spotted. So clearly a difficult period of time now for the King and the wider royal family. He'll be stepping back from all of his royal duties, bar some of the admin of royalty. He'll be able to deal with the red boxes. We're told that he will carry on, hopefully having his audience with the Prime Minister each week and also taking part in the Privy Council meetings.
To be summoned
He's going to step back. We're going to see more of the Prince of Wales, his son William, and of his wife Queen Camilla. They will be picking up some of his duties. But for now, he's going to focus on his treatment and his recuperation, that treatment that started today.
Yes, and just a slightly further thought about the positivity, because we saw him with the Queen very, very recently, walking around, waving to the crowds, waving to the cameras.
That's right. We saw the King yesterday on his Sandringham estate in Norfolk. He was on his feet walking to church from the main house at Sandringham up to the main church, Mary Magdalene Church. That in itself is around a 10-minute walk, so he was well enough to do that. We saw him there with the Queen. He saw the photographers. He waved as he saw them, but he came back to London today to start his treatment for that cancer.
It's so funny to be like, he's doing his duties, and then you think, like, what are his fucking duties, man? Like he did, what is the duty? The entire job is, I guess, to survive, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Which he's ironically failing. Like, your job is to just be alive, and you're kind of taking an L on that. It's the entire purpose of the fucking King and the Queen, you know? Living like you're on vacation 24/7 is a job. It's so weird. A weird ass situation, brother.
I honestly think he has anyway.
Odd. His duty is to produce more kings. Somebody needs to extract his seed. Oh, fucking dude. IDF guys are just going to be all over this shit, dude. Extracting cum. Hello? The royal cum. This is a cum extraction mission that I never even thought was possible.
I honestly
The
think,
greatest cum extraction
as I said
mission
before, like, it actually
all.
is ball cancer. They just won't say it because he has to be the most fertile.
Well, I guess he did it already. He already nutted once.
And in terms of the workload, you mentioned some royal duties will pass to Queen Camilla and to his son, to the heir, and of course health issues with the Princess of Wales as well. So another element of the royal family also dealing with an awful lot on the health front.
Yeah, this has been a tricky month for the royal family. There's no getting away from that.
So tricky.
Prince William had scaled back his own diary to help look after his wife while she was in hospital, and now that she's back home in Windsor recuperating. We are due to see him for the first time since the 11th of January. This Wednesday, he's carrying out 2 engagements. That's the first time we've seen him since his wife was unwell. But clearly going forward with both his wife and his father now out of the picture, he is going to have to pick up some of those royal engagements.
All right, Daniela, I know you'll stay with us. Our health editor, Hugh Pym, is with me. Scant details, of course, as we would expect, Hugh, but that note of optimism and that interesting, striking last sentence of the statement from the palace in the last few minutes, that awareness on the part of the king that people around the world deal with cancer every day, and he is now one of those.
Well, indeed, Jane. All we know is that the king came down from Sandringham to London today and began his treatment as an outpatient. We don't know precisely where, and according to the palace, he continues to be at home in London this evening. Now, we don't know what form of treatment this involves. We know it's not prostate cancer. It was discovered in the course of treatment for his benign prostate enlargement, and prostate cancer was ruled out at the time, and it's been
Bro, I honestly
ruled out now,
think like
according to the palace,
he does
but we
have
don't know what
prostate
form of
cancer. It's just
it
yet
is,
to be, as I've said
and
before.
it's still not entirely clear how it was discovered. Was it through
Why didn't
scans or
why didn't
some
I get
other
a
form
thing?
of examination in the course of that treatment for his prostate condition? And yes, according to the palace, the king remains wholly positive about his treatment, and he's chosen to make his diagnosis public because he was very keen that the public should know, because he is a patron
Even
of cancer
someone said in his
charities,
son's chat, even
and
him
he
rotting has to be
certainly
something
believes in
extraordinary.
as much information as possible, because when his prostate condition was reported, the NHS reported a considerable number of extra calls coming through to various helplines, with others just taking on board what potential risks they may have.
Yes, and we have just passed World Cancer Day, and the NHS was grateful, putting out all those details about the awareness raising that came from the king being so open about what we are told was a benign treatment and something that...
Bro, like, here's the thing that annoys me. It's like, bro, yeah, everyone knows what cancer is. We all know, especially in the UK, that like at a certain age you need to go for colonoscopies and shit like that. They're all very well aware of it, okay? You can't create more awareness for cancer. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Me bum. I put a finger in me bum, lad.
Okay, I'm gonna post one more time.
Like, if there's anyone that gets like influenced by the fucking king, it's gonna be an old person. And those are the primary target for prostate cancer, I suspect. So technically it's a good thing. I don't know. It's wild to have it's wild to be the doctor that fingers the butt of the king.
True, dude. So true.
Very successfully, we are told.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And I think the point is cancer, the risk does increase with age. That is a known fact. And certainly awareness is very, very important. Any cancer specialist will tell you that. And certainly what the king has done today with this statement, by making it public, certainly should raise awareness.
Hugh, thank you for now. Hugh Pym, our health editor.
On Capitol Hill, Senate leaders from both parties say they're backing a breakthrough plan to control immigration at the southern border. Now, it's part of a broader national security bill that took months to work out, but it's strongly opposed by many House Republicans and even some Democrats. Nicole Killian has more on that deal.
Bro, this is giving like the exact same energy as when the Barack Obama administration tried to capitulate to the Republican Party and do bipartisanship and cut Social Security.
Oh my God,
spending,
Arizon. I guess his prostate wasn't very pro-state.
It's the exact same situation being played out in front of our eyes. Where like
that's a banger. Okay, can I steal that and post that in Hassan's chat?
The Democratic Party, which by the way,
never mind, I'm not going to.
Joe Biden was also leading that charge last time.
That's a fucking banger, dude. I'm not going to steal it, don't worry.
The Democratic Party keeps conceding and capitulating to the stupidest, most far-right,
but that's a banger.
Nonsensical notions on issues that are supposed to be winnable as long as you dedicate some messaging to it. And instead of dedicating any time or energy into messaging against the Republican Party position, they just adopt it entirely, only to have the Republican Party go, yeah, nah, dog, I still don't trust you. Your immigration bill is still gay. So all you did was basically concede that there is a problem instead of countering against it. When there is no problem, by the way.
A bipartisan trio of senators unveiled their final product Sunday in the form of a
I'm adding it as
$118
a
billion
quote right now,
national
dude.
security package.
These are powerful new tools that allow any administration, this one and future administrations.
I fucking hate her so much, dude. I hate her so fucking much. God damn. I don't want to even say anything any further than that.
To actually gain control of the border.
The compromise would give the administration new emergency authority to temporarily shut down the border, allowing immediate deportation before asylum is requested. The government would be required to close the border when migrant encounters reach a daily average of 5,000 over a week. It also ends catch and release policies and streamlines asylum cases by processing claims in 6 months or less.
There are Democrats willing to change the asylum law to make it better, to deal with parole, to enhance expedited removal.
In exchange, the bulk of the bill includes
whenever I see
more
Kirsten
aid to
Cinema, I just remember
Ukraine,
her doing the
Israel,
thumbs
humanitarian
down.
assistance for Gaza and other conflict zones, and support for partners in the Indo-Pacific. But as soon as it was released, House GOP leaders struck it down, with Speaker Mike Johnson warning this bill is even worse than we expected. It will be dead on arrival. Instead, Johnson told members the House will vote this week on a standalone package to fund Israel, and he denied taking orders from former President Trump, who opposes the border deal.
He's not calling the shots. I am calling the shots for the House. That's our responsibility.
That's so funny that they have a once in a lifetime opportunity because this will never get passed under a Republican administration. They constantly chirp about how much they want to kill immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
And the Democrats are like, yeah, no, here you go. Here's the we're going to kill immigrants bill. Okay? And then Trump was like, dude, what are you doing? Don't pass the kill immigrants bill so I can fucking keep complaining about how the Democrats are not killing enough immigrants. So then they go, yeah, we're not going to pass this kill immigrants bill now. If you actually wanted to fucking kill immigrants, this is the bill, okay? The Democrats literally are like, oh, dude, we love the killing immigrants bill. We'll do it. Oh, no, you don't understand. Like, I also want to drown, like, Guatemalan children in the Rio Grande Valley with booby traps and, like, drown them. That's my favorite type of bill. It's great. I say this all the time. It's just not, it's not like a real need or interest. It's not beneficial to the economy anyway. It's more beneficial as a point, as a talking point for them.
I think this pack would have been this particular pack would have been really good if they hadn't included Hippo. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think Hippo just like ruins it.
President
the
Biden
possible
urged
matters.
House Republicans not to play politics and said doing nothing is not an option. But some progressive Democrats and members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus are also pushing back, claiming they were left out of the border talks. Still, a test vote is set in the Senate for Wednesday. Tony?
It's amazing it got this far. Speaker of the House seems to be a tough job. Nicole, thank you very much.
Joining us now, Democratic Senator from New York, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. It's really good to have you on the show, Senator.
Great to be here.
You have said that Happy Monday. We love Mondays. You've said that you worked very closely with Leader McConnell on this bill. Now that we see what's in it, seems to be as bipartisan as it gets.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't this?
It's only bipartisan because Democrats have conceded on every point that the Republicans have made on immigration. That's why it's bipartisan. I love that they're selling this as though it's bipartisan. It's literally just a Republican bill.
Okay, I'll be back in a second, everyone.
It's like in an alternative universe, it would be as if like the Democrats pushed for Medicare for all, and then they were selling it as a bipartisan bill because the Republicans conceded on all the positions. Except in this world, the Democratic Party would also have to be in support of Medicare for all.
Why wouldn't both sides really want this to go through?
Well, it's a great question, Mika. Look, it took a long time, 4 months of arduous negotiations. They fell off the tracks a whole bunch of times. I had to be on the phone even at midnight saying, we got to keep going. Why? We're at a turning point in America. This bill is crucial, and history will look back on it and say, did America fail itself? Why is it crucial? Well, if we don't aid Ukraine, Putin will walk all over Ukraine. We will lose the war.
Bro, I can't believe this, dude. It's a Republican immigration bill with the Republicans yelling that the bill is weak, woke shit, and demand that migrants be blown to miss in the next one. No, but it's a Republican immigration bill, and okay. This bill, the only reason why the Democrats are desperately pushing for it is because, one, they think they will look stronger on immigration, and two, which, by the way, will not work. It will not work. I cannot stress this enough. You can never out-racist the Republican Party. All you do in that situation is just make racism more prevalent. And then you look like a fucking clown ass next election cycle when you go, well, sweetie, if you don't vote for us, the other side is going to kill immigrants. It's like, bro, you just voted to kill immigrants. You're on Morning Joe pushing for the kill immigrants bill. Suck my dick. Like, I didn't fucking forget that. I'm not going to forget that. It's so close to the goddamn election cycle. You think I'm going to lose sight of that reality? Like, it's right here. It's in front of my face.
Oh, God.
These guys literally are like, oh, God. Oh, no. The fascists are coming. The fascists are coming. It's like, bitch, you're here. You're here. You're welcoming them with open arms. Suck my cock. Fuck you, you fucking monster. And the major reason why they're doing it is because they want to give money to Ukraine, but more importantly than Ukraine, they want to give money to Israel, okay? They're like, let's pass the Guatemalan child murder bill here in America, which will feature the fucking Palestinian child murder spending package associated with it. And then I have to sit here and act like they're the fucking lesser evil, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
And we could be fighting in Eastern Europe in a NATO ally in a few years. Americans won't like that. If we don't help Israel defend itself against Hamas, that perpetual war will go on and on and on. If we don't help humanitarian aid to the starving Palestinians in Gaza, hundreds of thousands could starve. And the border.
That's the grossest part about it, too, because it's like...
Let's see. What's up?
The grossest part about it is that they're also like, hey, we're gonna give Israel like $17 billion, but also we're gonna give like a couple million to the Palestinian children that they're killing too. Sick, man. Why are you keeping them alive at that point? Just like, don't give them any money so that Israel can kill them faster? Like, what the fuck? Like, you want to keep them alive so that Israel can like torture them further? Is that what's going on in your fucking ethnic cleansing bill? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, UNRWA is explicitly named and banned from receiving any of the money, too. So that's the other part about this. Speaking of UNRWA, we will talk about the Channel 4 video that came out that, by the way, completely, that examines the UNRWA Hamas allegations, the UNRWA connection to Hamas allegations, which apparently is a fucking lie. Oh, my God, I'm so shocked. I'm shocked, I tell you. How shocking.
Everyone has said it's chaos.
It's alive, and they're just going to destroy it.
Saw Speaker Johnson. He said it's chaos. We have to do something legislative a few months ago. But what has happened, in answer to your question...
I want to play some Cobalt Call after this.
It's a turning point. History is going to look over our shoulders and say, did we rise to the occasion?
I'm probably going to put like
Mitch McConnell did.
a Northern Line video on in the background as we play it.
He's right about that. It's a turning point for America. History's going to look back and
go
go
back
like,
to
remember when
looking
the
and
Nazi
watching
regime
React,
of the United States of America aligned perfectly with the Nazi regime?
This UNRWA stuff, like when I hear about this sort of stuff with respect to UNRWA being defunded, it like makes my heart so sore that I just don't even know. I don't even want to see it because it's just like the like the cherry on top of the most like fascist Sunday. You know what I mean? Like that even the refugees escaping this genocide are not going to be able to get help. And that just makes me like... Because the thing is, all of these motherfuckers can see it. They all know Israel is lying. And they're all going along with it because of, as I've said to you over and over again, when you build the fascism, when you fund the fascist country, you can't suddenly turn around and say, sorry, like we just funded this entire fascism. You have to keep the fascism under a secret. Anyway. Anyone else for SAP?
Might as well bomb Gaza too while they're at it. All to defend Gaza, really. Oh man, dude, if it would suck. Jordan? No, not Jordan. But it would suck, dude. It sure would suck if Donald Trump brought us into war in the Middle East.
Question, the $64,000 question. The majority of Republican senators know this bill is the right thing to do. It's a compromise. I don't like everything in it. Neither does McConnell. But it's a compromise.
The last game.
That's the only way you get things important done in the Senate. We proved that 2 years ago in our bipartisan legislation. And will the senators drown out the political noise from Trump and his minions and do the right thing for America? It's a crucial question. History is looking down on every one of us right now.
So, Senator, what do you say to Speaker Johnson, who says this bill is worse than he thought, or whatever it was he said? I mean, how does one not see how these House Republicans are responding to this bill as not the hand of Trump and even Putin at...
This is so funny. Dude. Again, it's so insane. It's so insane. That
it is. All right, we're going to stop SAP. Anyone else?
Everything to the Republicans, and they're still blowing it up. The Democrats are giving everything to the Republicans in this bill. Everything. I wasn't saying it sarcastically. We literally did strike Jordan. Wait, what? We strike Jordan? Wait, what? Attack on you? No, that's attack on U.S. bases in Jordan. We didn't strike Jordan. They struck our base in Jordan.
Whew.
We have bases everywhere, including a secret one in Jordan. That would have been wild if we also struck Jordan.
Smug skaters.
Here's Tower 22, by the way. That's like, it literally borders right here. That's what they struck. Bomb ourselves as a flex, dog. Yeah. It's like America energy is like going up and being like, yeah, dog, I'll pay. Hey, man, I know my copay says $40, but I'm willing to pay the entire fucking procedure at urgent care. Guess what? I'll just grind extra hard. America's doing that to itself. It's like, oh, yeah, Iran, you said you won't bomb our targets in retaliation, but guess what? We bombed our own targets anyway. That's right. I'm trying to beat your ass with a handicap. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What would you change in the bill? I would literally not put this bill forward at all. It is an idiotic bill. Oftentimes I talk about how Republicans have bad policy, but very good politics. And what I mean by that is they're very good at playing the political game. Democrats, on the other hand, are supposed to have good policies and bad politics. They're not good at playing the game, but they're supposed to push for good policy. This is a situation where it is the worst of both worlds. It's both bad politics and bad policy. It's bad politics to concede to your opponent on a pivotal issue such as immigration, basically completely remanufacturing the notion that immigration is not a separate standalone economic policy circumstance, but instead a matter of national security. That is nutty. The notion that immigration is supposed to be considered from the lens of national security is so crazy that it was objectively viewed as a white supremacist position not that long ago. 8 years ago, you would look at that and you go, the fuck do you mean? Wait, what? Immigrants are coming in and raping our daughters? Hello? Excuse me. Sorry, you are the most racist person I know. That's what we used to say 8 years ago. Now we're like, dude, actually, they are raping our daughters, and we have to rape them back. Here, I'm pushing for the We Rape the Immigrants First bill as a Democrat. What the fuck are we doing? What is going on?
Fuck, dude.
Like, what the fuck? This is out of control. It's so psychotic. We've lost the plot entirely. Bad politics because it's literally like, it's bad politics because, like, obviously conceding to your opposition on this issue is psychotic. It's just wrong. Okay? Conceding to your opposition on this front is so wrong. All
yeah, you got raided by RTK.
All you did is basically say, you know what? We got to hand it to the right wing. Yep. They're right. Immigrants are raping our daughters.
But yeah, he deserves it.
That's all you did. And guess what? They will always outfuck you on the racism side. Okay? That's number one. Number two, it's bad policy. What do you mean? We're not going to do catch and release. We're just going to do permanent detentions? Really? That seems like a good idea to you? The notion that we even talk about this as catch and release, like we're talking about motherfucking, as though we're talking about fish and not like real human beings, is also really fucked up. Okay? We're talking about legal asylum seekers following.
That's great.
The actual legal processes, okay? Like 95% of them return to their court cases. 95%! There's no reason not to allow them to legally seek asylum. It's so fucked up. It's just pure vitriolic racism that guides this entire bill. Okay? It's pure vitriolic white nativist immigration policy that is guiding this. It's like psychopathic, bloodthirsty, racist bullshit that's guiding this bill, and the Democrats completely fucking caved on it. Suck my dick, dude. Why did they cave on it? They caved on it so they could give more money to Ukraine and go give more money to fucking Israel especially. Holy moly, dude. Chill with the white stuff? What do you mean chill with the white stuff? White nativist? Smart as liberal? The fuck is he on about? I like fish. Chill with the white stuff? White nativism is a very specific type of policy that we're talking about here, okay? You want to know more about the white stuff? Think about the white stuff I put on your mother's face last night, okay? I'm talking about my cum.
Got him,
I came on
dude.
your mother's face last night. She loved it. I mean, it was consensual, of course. I'm your dad, though. I'm your dad. I'm your father, okay? And you're fucking grounded.
And with that, a hater is born. But I mean, it was already a hater, but still. And with that...
Let's continue with this fucking demon has to say.
Play, and what do you say to Speaker Johnson directly about how they're playing this?
Yeah, I say to Speaker Johnson, don't let the 30 hard right people in the House who are extreme, they wanted us to default, they wanted the government not to pay its debts, they wanted us, the government to shut down. They're extremists. And they're running your show. Do the right thing. You know what the right thing to do is. You know we need to fix our border. You know that it has to be bipartisan.
Oh my God, Chuck Schumer, shut the fuck up.
The bill that you passed didn't get a single Democratic vote in the House or the Senate. How are you going to get anything done? Or do you just want to make a speech as you admittedly say the border is, you say the border's in chaos? Do something about it. Don't just politically posture.
So, Leader Schumer, Speaker Johnson is...
Oh my God. Oh, they're so horny. Oh, they're so horny. Dude, they are literally, oh my God. Oh God. What a world that we live in. What a world that we live in. It took us 4 years ago from do not build a border wall. That's a white supremacist thing. Children in cages, no thank you, to literally being like, no, I'm going to put the fucking kids in cages, actually. I'm going to kill them. I actually don't even want them to fucking go to cage. I'll kill them myself. That's what the Democrats are doing. That's crazy. God, I fucking hate this party so much. They suck so much ass, dude.
It's insane.
Fuck, they're so shitty. Yeah, vote for Biden or fascism will win. It's like, bro, fascism is winning. Close your eyes and imagine this being the Trump administration's doing, and you will maybe then realize it's really fucked up. Unless your only disagreement with Trump is an aesthetic one. For many, that is the case, I think.
Just noted, came out against the bill, saying it's worse than he expected. He's also been very clear. He's like, this is dead on arrival. He's saying this has no chance to pass the House. But if this does pass the Senate, which is you're confident will do.
It's insane to me that there's not a single fucking media person on MSNBC chat, MSNBC. Not one person is going, hey, why are you giving the Republicans everything that they want on borders issues after running for an entire fucking year? Like, why is it that you are, you complain so much about all the Trump shit? And we did too. And yet for some weird reason, what happened? Like you forgot about all that shit? Like now you want to do it yourself? What's happening? Yeah, Kirsten Sinema's getting her comeuppance a little bit, and we'll talk about it too.
Confident, hopeful is the right word. This is hard. And our Republican senators, we need a bunch of them, are under a lot of pressure from the right-wing Trump part of the party.
So let's do it in two parts. Talk to us a little more about the dynamics in the Senate and why you are hopeful. And then secondly, but even if you get it through the Senate, if he's saying it's dead, what happens next? How do the dynamics change?
Good questions, both. How do we get it through the Senate? Senators have to rise to the occasion. A large number of senators have shown real courage.
I hate this.
Bro.
I hate this piece of shit.
It's insane. I don't know what to say either.
Dude, we have the top Democrat in the Senate, the majority leader, a New York Democrat, on MSNBC, MSDNC, right? Democratic Party's Fox News, promoting, nay, begging to push a white nativist comprehensive immigration border proposal. That's insane. This is a
Bro,
genuine.
This is like even like anti-Reagan shit.
Shift in attitudes. Like we went from saying Trump is a fascist to literally
we're the
pushing
fascists
for Trump's agenda and offering it and even advocating for it. Like, please, we need to pass this bill. Please, I beg you. It's so Jover.
Senator Langford. I mean, he was chosen by Mitch McConnell to negotiate this because he's very conservative. He's not in the middle
never
of
been
where
more
the
Jover.
Republican senators are. He's somewhat to the right, a very religious, deeply God-fearing man. And he had the courage to do it. McConnell, I mean, maybe I'm not supposed to say something good about McConnell because the right wing will go, ow, 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 which they always do. But he's shown courage because he knows it's the right thing to do. I've had private talks with McConnell. He knows what will happen to America if Putin.
Bro, they sent 10 Venezuelans to New York, and Chuck Schumer's like, we have to literally murder them. They are poisoning our bloodstreams. I'm losing it. I swear to God, every American is like one minor inconvenience away from being an Adolf Hitler supporter, okay? I swear to God. Dude, literally every fucking American, especially above like, I don't know, like 200 grand a year in salary, is one slight inconvenience away from hailing the Fourth Reich. Like liberals, Republicans, all of them. There's no like, hold on, let's like reimagine the world. Let's fucking, I don't know, dial it back a little bit. Let's fucking build housing or shelter, or like let's get some federal funding allocated specifically to the migrants that were kidnapped and fucking shipped like they're pieces of parcel to New York. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Putin and Ukraine succeed. And we have some of these right-wing Republicans in the Senate who used to decry Putin and now say don't aid Ukraine. All political, and really horribly political, because of so much is at stake. So let's assume that our senators in the Senate rise to the occasion, okay? And I hope they will. Everyone's talking to each other. Once they look at the bill, when Langford showed some of the Republicans the bill, they finally saw what was in it and say, oh, this is a real compromise. This isn't to sell out one way or the other.
It's not a compromise.
If it passes the Senate.
Bro. What compromise? What compromise? What is the compromise? The compromise is only considered a compromise if the Democratic Party's position is now firmly in the Trump camp.
But it's just unbelievable. I
think 10-7 might have genuinely broken a lot of liberals' brains to genuinely become more Israel-coded in their politics, kind of like the same way meteoric rise of Donald Trump enabled more and more right-wing racists to become more prominent and proud in their bigotry. I don't know, maybe. I always have like maintained the position that there is a level of like cynicism in our defense of Israel to make it seem like we are defending Israel because like it's a military-industrial complex play. But nowadays, maybe it is more zealotry. Like I always feel like everything politicians do is cynical, right? Like that's my position usually. Like that they know that it's not doing any good, but they do it anyway because like it's just, that's how their wheels are greased. But I feel like you're not wrong. I feel like post October 7, like there are some people who just straight up are just like, no, you don't understand, dog. Like we have to start killing people. Like, I'm not sure I agree with this has anything to do with Israel. I think they're just always being ghouls and they're pivoting to try to win in November regardless. Yeah, I think it's bad.
Oh, cool. We can have a look at that later.
It's also
Thanks,
silly
Peggy.
because like it's not even a good way to win. It's not even a surefire way to win. It's actually a bad way to win. You're not going to win. You're going to lose. You are caving to your opponent and saying, my opponent has a lot of good ideas, actually. Okay? The notion that this is like... Here. The notion that you have caved on the... You've caved on the immigration issue and you are looking at it, okay, as though it is a national security concern is so bad. Let's see if I can look at it from here. As far as some of the key points goes, there is a 5,000 encounter limit that automatically triggers shutting down the border completely at a and never really opening it again at a later date. Basically, it's deleting the process that we have called catch and release, which is I think a gross way to frame it anyway, where legal asylum seekers that have to step on U.S. soil and get apprehended by Border Patrol get a court date that they arrive at 95% of the time. By the way, that process is now gone. They're in permanent detention. They're easing the deportations as well. It's basically like I mean it's literally Donald Trump's immigration policy. Like it's almost identical. That's it. It is not. Hold on. Here, I'll pull it up for you. I mean, here, this is from The Hill. 5 things to know about the Senate border deal. It doesn't really shut down the border. If there's one thing this bill will be remembered for, it has made President Biden change his tune on immigration. Exactly. Biden pledged to shut down the border, given the authority to do so late last month as talks were drawn close and pressure was growing on negotiators. While the phrase means different things to different people, it was clear from the context of his remarks that Biden has had meant the authority to stop processing asylum applications. The Senate proposal will give him just that. It would create a border emergency authority that allows the Secretary of Homeland Security to summarily remove from and prohibit in whole. By the way, this is, remember when fucking dumbass libtards always fucking yapped about, like, if we put more Supreme Court justices on the Supreme Court, then what happens when a Republican is in charge and they do it too? Okay? Can you imagine giving the fucking executive authority this level of power, this level of authority, and then Trump wins? Great, dude. Fucking great. That's awesome. Thank you so much. New border closure policy is 5,000 per week, which would be a maximum of 360K per year. Current DHS statistics for a year of immigration at the border is 2.5 million. No glazing, but the amount of times you get vindicated by the national news should be studied as by any serious leftist. You should teach a lesson on materials analysis. I'm just saying, it's like, this is the classic Democratic Party play. The authority would be optional if the cumulative 7-day average of the Border Patrol encounters between 5,000 a day, and mandatory if the average exceeds 5,000. The mandatory authority would kick in after any single day with more than 8,500 encounters. During that time, U.S. border officials would summarily expel most migrants encountered between ports of entry, with the exceptions for minors and U.S. obligations under the Conventions Against Torture. During that time, I'm going to repeat, U.S. border officials would summarily expel most migrants encountered between ports of entry, as in the legal entry point for asylum seekers would be completely shut down. Border officials would also be obligated to process at least 1,400 asylum requests at ports of entry
And then
during
their kids would be taken away from them.
But the exceptions and processing requirements were not enough to
kids
bring
would just be
Biden's
taken
left
away
flank
from the
into
asylum
fold.
seekers.
Advocates say the entire concept of substituting asylum for quicker expulsions, even a pinch, is pure Trumpism. Advocates are correct, by the way. Okay? They are correct. Leah Greenberg, co-founder and co-executive director of Indivisible, said the group opposes bringing back failed Trump-era immigration policies. This is literally a Trump policy. Huh. It's not even, at that point, it turns away from like, oh, well, 99% Hitler versus 100% Hitler to like, no, now it's 100% Hitler versus 100% Hitler. The fuck are we doing? Yeah, it's 100% Hitler, but it's a Democrat doing it, so it's cooler. You don't understand. It's a Democrat doing it, so it's fine. It's good.
It's just insane, dude.
Having a limit on how many can come in a day makes sense, though. The border doesn't have infinite staff and resources. That's really cute that you said that.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my
Okay.
god. Shut the fuck up.
The point is funding the processing part and integration, okay? That's the point. Not like limiting access or shutting it down because of like arbitrary reasons, or even analyzing the situation from the perspective of like some kind of national security concern, because that's fucking bullshit. That is not valid. That is invalid, okay? Ridiculous. And also, we have a shit ton of staff. It's just about what you do with that staff. We have hired a shit ton of people to apprehend and arrest and detain and hurt. Now, imagine if we hired a shit ton of staff to not apprehend, arrest, detain, torture, and deter, I guess. But instead, to manage, file paperwork, file processing claims, process, put into houses. These are human beings, man.
It just sucks so much.
Anyway, here's the National Immigrant Justice Center. It says, in short, the bill will violate the Refugee Convention by closing the border to people seeking safety. The centerpiece of provision of the bill requires the U.S. government to seal the border to people seeking asylum when the numbers of people arriving at the border reach a certain trigger number. This would force the United States to close its doors to countless people in need of asylum protection and send them back to harm. It exacerbates the humanitarian and operational challenges on the border, like the procedurally similar Title 42 policy.
It just makes me so
Expulsions
sad.
and unpredictable border closures will create chaos and incentivize organized crime on the border.
I don't
Refusing to process
really
people
have
so they may
anything else
seek
more to
safety
say.
in the U.S. means that they're trapped, unable to return home, and vulnerable to kidnappings and violent crime by cartels and other armed groups. In this untenable situation, we're forced to try multiple times to re-enter the United States, exacerbating processing delays. It makes asylum largely inaccessible for those who are permitted to ask for it at ports of entry. This is a key part of this, okay? These people have the legal right to seek asylum in the United States of America. Many of them are refugees, okay? A lot of them have temporary protected status. Venezuelans, the major group, alongside Ukrainians, which, by the way, not a lot of stink on the Ukrainian front. I wonder why. People only complain about the Venezuelans. But Venezuelans have temporary protected status, just like Ukrainians do. Why? Because Venezuela is a communist shithole, right? It's a communist hellhole. Politically, we want to, one, starve out Venezuela, and two, pull a Cuba on Venezuela. So we offered Venezuelans temporary protected status. They're escaping communism, so we can use them. We can say, look how bad communism is. Venezuelans are escaping communism to come here.
Oh, I'm still alive. Okay.
Okay? Now, of course, Venezuelans are brown as fuck. So when you see them, you go, oh, gross. They're the rapist immigrants. Ukrainians come in, they're white. Oh, good. It's fine. These are our people. Okay? That's it. That's the major point. That is the major point here. That is the major difference in opinion. That is the major reason as to why this is a big fucking deal. As someone that lives in a border state, I wish we would just build fucking affordable housing to get people out the streets. We don't need to kick them out. We just need to help them. Making it hard to get here just makes it shittier when they obviously still come regardless. Yep. The bill creates a rush new process for people seeking asylum, starting with a screening interview. Most will fail under newly heightened standards. People facing rush deportations under this new process will have no access to immigration judge, federal judge review, effectively guaranteeing wrongful deportations.
Wow.
What? Frontal lobe disconnected take? Wait, what? Are you talking to me? About the difference between the way that we treat Ukrainian migrants versus Venezuelans?
Great, dude.
By the way, I was a major advocate for bringing in as many Ukrainians into the United States of America as possible. I don't know if you knew this or not. Dumbass, including your dumbass bitch ass who now does live in America, Moldovan Mama Liga, instead of writing the one cow that the Moldovan military has in order to defend the goddamn country, the slice of country from the Russian orcs. Okay?
I sort of have to finish this on going over this part.
The only thing you defend is the top of the hour by subscribing for 47 months. Okay? For 47 months, this man has defended himself against the top of the hour ad break.
Hold on to it. All right. Good night, Denoto.
Anyway, don't be worse than Moldova Mama Liga. Subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get one free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite podcast. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Put them in the bottom here. Hopefully it'll be fine.
This is so true to the point that even my local community college hired a person to help them transition to education. A great thing.
I'm not going to watch him for too long. But I just need to finish this part now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really.
Lily, the Chaos God, thank you for the 5. Get the subs.
Lily mentioned, let's go.
Moldovan Mama League is your favorite chatter. Don't lie. Oh, 100%. We will also punish asylum seekers with imprisonment while enriching private prison companies. Hey, by
So
the way,
this
yeah,
was I basically can't believe that I managed to like stay. Are we doing
guess what?
Masterchef
We have
tonight?
all these immigration
Maybe.
detention centers, and they're all filled to the brim. Oh no, it'd be a real shame.
But the main thing would be like so I basically did a Kerbal Core run, but then I just like got too tired. So we're gonna continue that. I can't believe I'm still alive, to be honest with you. Anyway. There's nothing at the top that you need to know, so I'll try moving around. Okay. UTs? I've got no idea.
Oh yeah.
Look. I'm gonna go this way.
Lero Bang, thank you for the 5 gifted. Pip,
Okay.
please. Thank you for the 2 gifted. Anyway, so yeah, there's in-depth analysis here as well. I'm not gonna go through it, but
actually, I'll move
I think the
it
top
like
line
this.
approach is pretty solid overall. Wait, wait, what company runs these detention centers asking for my accountant? Oh, come on, dude. Don't go and fucking buy stocks on these dumbass private prison facilities. Jesus Christ.
Bro, that's so gross.
There are a large number of congressmen in the House. First, there's a big group of hawks
What
in the
the
middle.
fuck?
And they care about
This is
funding
Cobalt
Ukraine.
Core.
They always
Let me
have.
change it.
And the strategy of Johnson is right now do nothing. There's a large number of pro-Israel people. They care about that. Then there's a large number of progressive legislators
I got that
who
before
want
you.
to see that
you
Gaza, the
just
people in Gaza don't starve, and we get that aid to them. Plus, there are some who care about Taiwan, and there's money there to bolster us.
Dog, you literally just said we have to give money to Israel so they can end this quickly. Like, we heard you say that. The fuck do you mean? I heard you say it with my own ears. You literally said you care about getting money quickly and expeditiously to Israel to defend Israel, and so that they can do what needs to be done.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We also
I do want
cut off
wave
aid to
beams.
Gaza, like the international community, international organization.
Against China's aggression there. You know, we're in an aggressive world. And we've got a lot of dictators linking up, Russia, China, Iran. If we don't defend ourselves, we don't want this to be like 1938.
So you just spelled out that there's a lot of constituency.
We're the Nazis, dog. You. Okay? Us, the Americans. We're the Nazis. It is like 1938.
What's
We're
this?
the fucking Nazis, man.
Choose to
We are
damage
the
us 1 for
Nazis.
10.
You're literally pushing a comprehensive baby murder package that has baby murder on both of the conditions.
Why are you all the way over here, dude?
Every part of this is baby murder maxed out at the behest of the
we'll
U.S.
grab
military
you.
industrial complex. What the fuck are you talking about?
We'll grab a shield.
Bro, how do you not support China, Russia, and Iran? It's absurd. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. It's always... we have to kill Palestinian children or else I'm supporting Iran. Okay?
And we'll also grab you.
We have to kill Guatemalan children at the fucking border. We have to just, like, deny asylum processing to, like, refugees that are trying to legally come into the country, because if we don't do that, then I'm supporting China and Russia.
Okay. It's just got these things. Okay. Got so much shield. Okay.
That's crazy. Wait, no, I agree with you. Yeah, we are worse than Russia. I will stand on that 100%. We are worse than Russia. This doesn't mean Russia is good. Russia is also very bad, okay? Russia does America shit. Russia does America shit in Ukraine, okay? 100%. But we, pound for pound, are worse overall. We do so much. We do all over the world. We do Russia shit everywhere.
Right. Okay. We can actually do
don't
this.
make it right. That's not what I'm saying at all. But,
Okay.
but I guess, like, unless you're saying, like, two wrongs don't make it right, that's why America can't behave the way that it's behaving.
He's there for this bill. But Speaker Johnson is suggesting he won't even bring it up for a vote.
Well, he's saying that now because he hopes his nightmare is we pass it in the Senate. So he's doing everything he can to thwart us passing it in the Senate. But Once we pass it in the Senate, God willing, I think there'll be huge pressure from within his caucus and without to get this done. If he put this bill on the floor of the House, excuse me, if he put this bill on the floor of the House right now, it would pass. It would get a lot of Democratic votes and would get some good number of Republican votes.
Senator, you've always been candid with me. We go back many, many years.
We sure do.
When you look at the fact that the Hispanic caucus and others, Menendez and others have opposed it, is part of the battle to get enough Republicans.
That's fine. We'll just take 2 damage
you
then.
have some Democrats, for whatever reasons, that are against it. And in the House...
Wait, what do you mean, whatever reason? What do you mean, whatever reason, bro? I guess he means like some Democrats like Menendez maybe are pushing for it from the right or something. Like there's definitely good reason to be against this bill. Come on, Al Sharpton, what the fuck? He lost all the weight. And
I should have gotten the payback. Damn, okay.
Menendez, well-known right-winger? Wait, yeah, Bob Menendez is a well-known right-winger. I don't know why Menendez is opposing this bill, but I would suspect that, like, he probably is opposing it because he's got really bad press right now, and he at least has the fucking smarts to recognize that this is an idiotic fucking bill to be on board with.
I just need to wait for those bank shots to come through. No draw shots or anything like that. No.
Damn. He's cooking. I hate that. Fuck. I hate that. He's
Hope
right.
Menendez cooking. He's so upset. That's funny. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
I hate that so much, dude. Fuck me. God damn it.
Let's think about this. Let's first just take...
Worst day of my fucking life today. Jesus Christ.
Well, you're gonna destroy that yourself, so that's fine. Okay, we're chill. You get rid of you.
God damn it, dude. What happened? Did Egypt send him more money to fucking oppose the bill or something? What's happening? Why? You just don't want to see a Latinx king prosper.
I'm gonna
That's
take
what it
this.
is. My Latinx king, dude.
Talk about Johnson, but Johnson doesn't have a huge majority in the House. It's
1,
only
2,
like
you
a
will
couple
get
of votes,
destroyed,
and our
so we're
fellow
getting 4
Brooklynite
damage,
Hakeem
basically.
Jeffries has so far been able to
Okay.
deliver a lot of the Democrats. Even some progressives like you and I may have some questions, but it's the overall good. Can you etch out enough?
Don't worry, I'll
Republicans
take
in
5
the
damage.
Senate
Fuck.
and in the House, since you only need 4 or 5, given Johnson's not playing with a strong...
God, he's such a... This fucking old bitch, dude.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Al, you dumb fuck. Like, what do you mean? Look at him. He's like... He's talking about this as though, like, it's established fact that this bill is good. No
Bro, now you
interest
move
in
away.
doing even a fraction of a little bit of a crumb of journalism, okay?
Okay.
It's
Let's
so
see.
funny to think that Al Sharpton used to be like a pretty
All right.
rugged black nationalist
1,
in this
2,
country in the 90s.
3.
Jesus Christ. It's pretty funny.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Easy clap.
Oh my God.
Hand here. Can you get enough to pass these bills
Search this card,
when
move
we're
your card.
looking at
Search this and move your card.
cities
It's your
being
hand.
invaded, Democratic mayors, particularly black
Block
ones,
shots.
being invaded,
No, it's
and
fine.
you see cops.
You were currently prevented from skipping card awards?
What? Bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This different than Fox News, man.
I'll take Echo.
We're watching fucking Fox News. Oh God, this country is so goddamn fascist. Oh my God, suck my dick, America. America, suck my cock. You have nothing. We can't redeem this country. Oh my god. Oh my god. This makes me sick. He's gross, dude.
He's being beat up in Times Square, and it should have a
Piercing shot, great.
migrant kind of situation here. But at the same time, we are looking.
How is this different? He's still a nationalist. Goes to show you black nationalism is nationalism reactionary.
At the fact
He's
that
not. Do you think Al Sharpton is still a black nationalist? What are you, crazy?
This is buried relic.
It should alarm you how fucking little you understand. Like Al Sharpton's politics, I guess, that it is indecipherable. You literally turned around. You turned around and you're like, wow, man, black nationalism is really bad, actually.
Shit.
Because, like, it makes you what? A fucking regular run-of-the-mill liberal who says the exact same things that the Republicans say? Yeah, the only thing left in Al Sharpton is, like, as far as any kind of, like, liberatory, emancipatory black nationalism is that he's black and maybe a nationalist.
It's broken. Everyone admits, left, right, center, the border's broken. So we can all sit in our corners and say, do it my way or no way, and get nothing done and let it continue to be broken. And by the way, it's going to be more broken next year than it is this year if we don't fix it, because you have all these gangs and other coyotes and others bringing even more innocent people who are just struggling for their lives across the border. So the question is, are we able?
Allah is going to take him, dude. It's in his throat.
To get, we will lose a few Democratic votes, but not many. The overwhelming view in my caucus is first for Ukraine and aid for Israel, second to fix the border. So I think we'll get the vast majority of votes in our caucus, but the way the Senate works, as you know, you need 60, we have 51. So we at least need 9, but probably you need a good, the more the better, because that puts more pressure on Johnson to go along in his body. And in the House, you know, as you say, Hakeem's doing a great job, our fellow Brooklynite.
Oh, okay, I can't do anything.
I think that if Johnson were to make an effort to make this pass, he'd get the votes, because there's a large chunk of people in his caucus who don't want to see Ukraine go down the drain. And that's it. This started as Ukraine. Now, the Republicans said add border. We need their votes, so we did add border, and then we negotiated, much to the surprise of many, in real good faith. So it's not everything.
I'll get one back.
But it's clearly an improvement.
And I'd like to stun.
Well, Senator, this definitely has
Two, and
a
then I
lot
can
of
use
foreign
that.
policy priorities in it.
Okay.
Do you support congressional authorization for ongoing kinetic action against the Houthis?
Yeah, well,
it's a bipartisan group has come forward.
Yeah, they have.
supporting
Thus far, the president has given us adequate notice on every one of these, and that's.
We are doing the meme. When do I
There's
get to
the
vote for
Scott
someone who
pile.
actually represents the
You
working
don't have
class?
anything in the Scott
Working class,
pile.
that's the neat part. You don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just like, oh.
Oh, it's over.
Sometimes your reactions confuse me. None of this surprises you, right? And if we can't vote and change any of this, are we just doing copium acting like voices we heard? Like, are acting like voices are heard? I've been real
Walk up
depressed
to one
about this
coming down
lately.
edge,
Would love your
capped, heal
insight.
one hole.
Even just going to Palestine protests obsesses me now. Sorry for reposting. I'm dooming right now.
Oh,
No,
I can't get rid of
it's
cards.
actually uniquely bad. Because, like, some Democratic Party never ceases to amaze me. And always rushing to the bottom of the barrel for bad politics. Bad politics and bad policy all the way down.
Okay, we're
The
gonna
saving
remove two
grace here
cards.
in this situation is the even more fascist coalition in the Republican Party is like, this is not fascist enough.
Okay.
/ we're just simply blowing this up so that we can get Donald Trump to use this as a fucking talking point in the election. So that's it. That's like the major point here. That's the one saving grace. Thank God for the
Let's
fucking
remove
white
another.
nationalist wingnut group in the Republican Party that is like blowing up the goddamn bill. Oh. Yeah.
What do I not
do
use
love
a lot?
that the Republicans literally kept saying, oh, you want to fund Ukraine to help Ukrainian border security against Russians, but you don't want to fund our border for like 4
Two
years.
extra cards in the first turn. Heal
And
one
then the
after each
Democratic
combat.
Party
Yes.
just looked at that and was like, we shouldn't even counter message against this, like, This is brilliant. This is a brilliant take. We should just adopt it as our position. Like, this was Marjorie Taylor Greene, okay? A year ago or 2 years ago, this was Marjorie Taylor Greene's, like, message on Ukraine. Why are we funding Ukrainian border security, but we can't fund our own border security in the South? And now
okay,
it's like
I don't
Chuck
need any of
Schumer
this.
saying that same thing. That's crazy. Of course, when Chuck Schumer concedes on that and says we must fund the fucking border and also Ukrainian borders, then Marjorie Taylor Greene goes, we must execute Mexicans on sight. So next year, Chuck Schumer is going to turn around and go, we must execute Mexicans on sight. I guess that's what we're doing. Is that the goal? That's the ratchet effect right there.
Okay.
Al Sharpton said the cities are being invaded, man.
The damage would have been great, but
That's crazy.
okay. I'll just tank it for now. And just because I want to be able to line it up and I want to be able to get the stun. There we go.
Hold on. Sorry. Hey, have you seen the Channel 5 videos on the border? What do you think? I have not seen them. Do you see the Syrian president talking to the UN today? No, I did not. I am losing my motherfucking mind, though. It's not even the ratchet effect anymore. It's just a call and response effect.
Right.
Yeah, it's
What does this do? Oh, XC defeats 3. Oh, okay. Well.
It's actually, you're right. It is worse than the ratchet effect. I'll tell you why it's worse than the ratchet effect. Because the ratchet effect implies that like Republicans are pushing the boundaries and then the Democrats aren't able to like push back against it. Okay. Bashar al-Assad talked to the UN. Yeah. I don't know what he talked about at the UN.
It's in my Discord pile.
Oh God, that's wild.
I don't know enough.
Most popular man in Syria, dude. The lion. Anyway, there's a difference between the ratchet effect and what the Democrats are doing now. What the Democrats are doing now is like basically cutting the Republicans or trying to cut the Republicans out and outflanking them on right-wing shit.
Satisfies me at this point.
All right.
Which is really interesting because that's exactly what Labour is doing as well in the UK. It is kind of crazy when you think about it. The Labour Party in the UK is doing almost the exact same thing where they're like, we're going to outflank the Tories on issues, real issues, like funding the police. That's right. And like austerity measures.
Can I move out of the way?
NHS.
Am I going to be able to do that?
It's
I'll do
so
this.
weird. What the fuck's going on, man? What are you guys doing? You guys are so stupid. You fucking dumb bitches. Oh my God, you all deserve to lose. And you are going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. And Democrats are going to lose. And every single dumb liberal is going to come in here and be like, Hassan, you did this. Hassan, you did this.
Easy
Why
clap.
didn't you tell me that the Democratic Party's border proposal bill was actually good? Even though it was identical to the Republican Party's border proposal. Hassan, you and the 20,000
We've left
leftists
instantly and then gain that.
still ended up probably voting for mostly Democrats. You guys did this. It's your fault. I will not look at my own stupid fucking party and all of its dumb, idiotic policy ideas and bad politics. It must be the Bernie Bros. Oh.
Actually, Fox News did have a number of positive reactions.
I'm
to
54. Thank you for the
Friday's
raid.
jobs reports. Here is Larry Kudlow, a top White House
You had a great
economic
stream.
advisor under former President Donald Trump.
I know many of my conservative friends are trying to drill
Okay.
holes in this report. But you know what, folks? It is what it is. It's a very strong report. Not every economic stat should be viewed through a political lens. I've been in this business a very long time, and sometimes you just have to throw away the ballot box and just recognize the numbers. They are what they are. This was a very strong report.
That's so funny that they're sad. There is nothing funnier than watching a Republican be sad openly. That, like, the jobs numbers look good. That's so crazy, man. Anyway, the real reason why a booming economy isn't boosting Biden's what is life numbers like on is because Bitch we already Island? mentioned I don't that know. for the Ask most your part, mom. under the Biden regime, under the Biden agenda, the economy wasn't fucking booming, okay? Real negative wages.
I'll have to tank 2.
Real negative wages for far too long under the Brandon agenda, and the economy still hasn't perfectly recovered from that. People still remember that. You could say that that wasn't Brandon's issue. That was actually Trump's fault. Fair, but it doesn't matter. People recognize it as Brandon's fault. Okay? And not only that, but also the major reason why the booming economy isn't boosting Biden's approval numbers is because people associate Biden with being old. So they look at all the bad things and they say Brandon did that because he's asleep at the wheel. And they look at some of the good things. If they do start recognizing that things are good, okay, then they're going to be like, well, that's not Brandon. Because guess what? Brandon fucking too old. He didn't do any of the good things. He only did all the bad things because he fell asleep at the wheel. So that's it. And I don't know how you can fix that. I don't know. You can't make him young. Okay? You can't hit him with a young ray. You can't do that.
Okay. Move one over.
He's too old.
There you go.
All right, Friday's
Okay.
numbers showed the U.S.
Good for Larry.
economy added 353,000 jobs last month.
No, I'll still take the same amount of
Economists
damage,
had
but it's
predicted
fine.
gains around 185,000. So that's a lot more than expected. But despite continued strong economic data, new polling from NBC News shows just 36% of registered voters approve of how President Joe Biden has handled the economy. And when asked who they would trust more to handle the economy, 55% said Donald Trump, compared to 33% who said Biden.
So, Jonathan Lemire, the numbers are stark, despite the good numbers in the economy. And let's keep that one up right there, 55 to 33. Why? What's the Biden White House's explanation, and what are they going to do about it?
Okay.
I was speaking to some senior aides at the end of last.
You're covering it? What do you mean I'm covering it? I'm covering it because this is huge. The latest polling results show that on every top issue, I'm covering the percentages. Oh, I thought you meant like I'm covering the story. You were like, oh, why are you covering the story? God, my brain is so broken. I just think like everyone is being a fucking cynical enemy, dude. Holy shit.
So true. Does.
That's crazy. This is what has happened to me. Okay, once a beautiful mind, it's all gone. Okay. You need to go to therapy.
we gotta shield up.
I need to quit streaming permanently. The only thing that's keeping me alive right now on the streaming front is like the celebration that it would cause the likes of like Keemstar adjacent content creators and Keemstar himself and all of his fucking disgusting neck.
Sorry, I'm just so focused on this game.
So I will never hand them an L. You know what I mean? I'll fucking die on this goddamn chair before I hand them a W. It's spite, baby. All
see,
day,
what I was talking about? Spite based.
I know you're philosophically opposed to the idea, but sub-only mode would help sometimes. Not necessarily.
Literally, like, told you.
Why you
he
look
is
so
spite
thick?
based. I'm gonna have to move away, but I want to turn this around.
It's because I kiss your mom.
I think what we do, if we move over here.
The biggest haters are subs, to be honest. That's true, yeah.
Week about this very matter, and they're still confident that they can turn this narrative around. That they point to the jobs report, this other strong
economic metrics. Most importantly, they feel
All right.
consumer sentiment. They feel like people are feeling better about the economy, and that translates usually into votes for the incumbent, the president who's overseeing that strong economy. But at least for now, there is a disconnect between Americans who now are starting to think better about how things feel economically.
I'll do
they're
it.
Not giving the White House
I'll
any
do the
credit.
parry.
There's a
Can you speak on why the polling shows shit? Why can they get a larger sample size than 100 or 1,000? First of all, 1,000 is a perfectly valid sample size. And they don't do sampling on 100 people.
That is something they need to work on. That's about messaging. That's about salesmanship. That's certainly something this White House is going to do. Now, some aides say to me that they feel like that inherently
I'll take both
Americans
of those
will vote
damages,
for
so I'm
the
going to have
incumbent
to
even if
burn
they're
out
not in
blocker.
love with that person if they feel economically stable, and that's where we're trending right now. Also, we heard from Jerome Powell over the weekend in a rare interview suggesting the rate cut's still coming. They might be delayed somewhat because
Oh, no,
of,
I can
frankly,
choose these.
the strong
Okay.
jobs number and other measures, but there's still probably 3 cuts.
Bro, every meme on TikTok is about how expensive groceries are. What are they smoking? Yeah, the point is inflation is always going to happen. It's just that you're supposed to manage the inflation, which means that prices are still going to go up. But by how much? That's the major point of contention here. Inflation being limited now, which it did. The soft landing did happen. Okay, shouts out to the econ boys. That was true. Inflation does not mean, inflation going away does not mean deflation. Okay? Inflation being manageable simply means that prices will still go up. It's just that it just won't go up by so much. Now, that's number one. Number two, and perhaps more importantly, is that inflation is supposed to go up alongside your wages increasing. Okay?
So,
and people, I think, don't recognize or don't choose to recognize for some
Don't need
weird
to hit
reason
here,
that
but
people's
I could
wages
go
have not
here.
have not matched the rate of growth for the things costing more overall. Okay?
Move one over,
Now,
probably better.
wages have gone up,
Okay.
but not your take-home pay. What does this mean? Well, yeah, your wages are technically going up because one of the things that you're
no, I'll
your
still get hit by that
bosses are
fall.
paying for, or you're paying with your working
Damn.
hours, is your insurance. So health insurance has gone up. So when health insurance goes up,
Take the dodge.
that all of a sudden magically has this effect of making it seem like your wages have gone up, but it doesn't translate to more dollars in your pocket at the end of the fucking day. So technically, your
Okay, I'll
purchasing
take
power has
5.
not gone up.
We'll see.
So when that happens, like your real purchasing power of groceries has not gone up. So now all of a sudden you're in a situation where like everyone keeps telling
We
you,
will survive.
No, your shit's great actually. Your shit's awesome. The fuck you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Your situation is great. Look at the wage growth. 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 And it's like, okay, I
Who
see
left?
that, but I don't see it in my pocket. Make this make sense. And economists, for some reason, some of which do see this reality, I think. Others that don't see this reality because they're fucking out of touch will just be like, these guys are so dumb. They don't recognize that this is not a real thing. They don't recognize. They're so stupid. They don't recognize that their fucking wages have gone up. Now, even if their purchasing power and their take-home pay had gone up, for the record, okay, there's also a second problem here. Weirdly enough, all these econ boys who cover the economy all the
Fuck, I didn't
goddamn
get
time
it.
don't see this. I don't know why. But even if your take-home pay went up,
I want to
okay,
burn out blocker.
alongside
No.
inflation,
Oh, fuck. I keep on fucking it up and thinking it's supposed
gonna
to
take
pile
you a
up.
long ass time to start recognizing that.
Okay, fuck this.
That's
okay.
why whenever Democrats
Take
come
away
in and
beam.
like try to balance the budget
We're gonna
or
have to take
whatever and
tank
fix the
5
economy, quote unquote,
damage. Jesus. Okay.
the Republicans that come afterwards always take credit for a healthy economy, which they end up inevitably turning around and breaking once again,
Well,
only for the Democrats to come back in and try to fix, only to be able to fix by the end of the fucking 4-year period or 8-year period, only to have the motherfucking Republicans come back, take advantage of a healthier economy,
Okay,
and fuck
okay,
it up
okay.
again. And people don't recognize that it is happening under the Democratic administration.
All right. That could
It
have.
has
That
to
might have
fit
been really stupid to
perfectly
do that.
within the boundaries of the Republican administration, so that I guess people can
No, we've got to burn
recognize
our
that it's a
blocker. Okay.
consequence of the Republican Party that did this. Donald Trump looked at cartoonishly high profits, okay, and literally gave them a supercharger in the form of a ginormous tax cut for the corporations and the wealthy. That is inflationary. Here's what's deflationary. At a time when like the economy deserves to be cooled down a little bit, you can do fiscal policy. He did do fiscal policy. He did the fiscal policy in the only direction that people do fiscal policy in this goddamn country, which is fucking tax cuts.
We did it.
It's so dumb.
You are growing stronger.
And guess what, by the way? The worst part about this, or the
Who shall it be this
part
time?
about this is
Riggs.
those tax cuts were marginal for you.
What is this?
Under the top
Be still.
tax rate,
You mentioned broken time stream. Hold on, let me turn it off. Is that like my past? Is that why so many of my memories are hazy? Yes. You more than so any. Now be still. Okay. This game is amazing. Cobalt STC, this is G7 to Artemis requesting permission to dock. Copy. G7 to Artemis. State your cargo in Pastoros. I love that there's a whole bunch of lore behind the game as well. It's amazing. Cargo sheet is 30 tons of water, 10 tons of rations, and 2 tons of science equipment. Copy. Proceed to docking port 5. Please sign here and here. Who are you? What happened to the last delivery pilot? I'm Riggs. I just started today. Last pilot got spooked by some pirates on the route, so he quit. They installed a cannon on the Artemis and hired me. And you know how to handle yourself in combat? I do, yeah? Good. You'll be the pilot for our regular deliveries from here on out. Unless I get blown up. I'm scared to do a hard run though. Okay, we'll do a run with Isaac. Let's see. So, your science officer, his cards are mostly shielding and equipment manipulation. Your weapon officer, cards are mainly attacks and instant movement. Okay, we won't take Riggs. We'll take Isaac and try again. And we'll try high. It's hard to start combat with weak cockpit plus 1 basic shot, less pre-upgraded card offerings, -1 max hull. That's okay. Let's go.
Not. I am saying, though, if you look at numbers across the West, you see leaders that have low approval ratings. You saw Emmanuel Macron when he was
in 3
going
drone
into
shift on the first turn lets you move all major objects left, right without. Oh, okay, cool.
I just think staring at approval ratings and panicking about February polls, that's just time wasted.
No, and so much can happen from now until November. And you look at what really matters more than anything. Our price is going to go down. Not just inflation, gradually trending down, but our price is going to go down. And I think that's what's really hurting Joe Biden right now, because unlike the stock market, every American is
okay. So they go here. Okay.
Prices, and so to be going out there and have your message be Bidenomics and that everything is fine and dandy, it's not the way that they should be messaging this. We feel your pain. We know it's been a tough time, but things are trending in the right direction.
Is Morning Joe sucking Brandon's dick? What the fuck is this? What are you talking about? That's like their whole thing. It's MSNBC, dog. That's what we do. That's what we do out here. What are you talking about? This is all MSNBC is. It's just like Fox News dictates policy for the Republican Party. MSNBC simply gets their notes from DNC and the Democratic Party and just defends it. Sure, Fox News will also defend the Republican Party or the Republican Party figureheads, especially during an election year. But having said that, they also have the capacity to dictate what the Republican Party's policy should be. Tucker Carlson used to do this all the time. Now he's trying to interview Vladimir Putin like the little Klaus shark he is. Also, this show quite literally is his own Fox and Friends, as Empty Rian Max says. This show that we're watching right now, Morning Joe, is his own Fox and Friends. Like, you know how
So
Trump
now we've
used to
got
watch Fox and Friends?
the aspect of adding drones into the game, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
direction. The fundamentals are good. It's getting better. I just think that it's come across, the Biden administration's messaging has come across as tone deaf on the economy, and there just needs to be a little shift of acknowledging that Americans have been really hurting.
Yeah, let's bring in right now the president of the National Action Network and the host of MSNBC's Politics Station, Reverend Al Sharpton. Rev, I want to talk about the wars. There are a couple of wars that are raging right now. It's distracting for people. I know you brought it up the other day on our show that you have people saying, hey, listen, I support the president, but we're spending a lot of money overseas. I look at the
Wait,
news,
these only
there's a
do
lot
one
of
damage,
news
never
about
mind.
what's going on overseas. I want people to help me here at home. You're hearing that, and I'm just wondering how much, despite a strong economy, how much are these wars distracting from what the president's doing?
I think a lot of it is distracting. When people look at the fact that you see the economy may be inching up, but prices are not.
And now I'm
going
completely
down,
the other way.
and
Fuck.
people are
Okay.
still kind of trying to make ends meet, and then they see these big.
The dick riding is out of control, dude. It's out of control. The dick eating on Morning Joe. This is pornographic. I didn't realize that MSNBC was in the game of doing pornos, okay?
Easy clap.
They're just like, yeah, all of this is a distraction. Mr. Brandon has the fattest cock.
Please one shield
he
a
is
target.
so hard, and he thrusts it so good, and I love it when he puts in, okay? I love it when he puts it in, and the people are... these wars are distracting. The economy's a distraction.
Well, we've got one lunch, so we'll
It's
take a
just
feint as
fucking
well.
Awesome.
Going abroad.
Let's upgrade our drones.
For legitimate reasons. They say, but what about me? Why are we spending all of this money, whether it's in Ukraine, whether it's in the Middle East, whether it's wherever? And it seems like I feel like I'm a second thought. And I think the politics of that is reflected by these startling polls for the Biden camp this weekend. Is people feel neglected. It's not that people may disagree that we should be on the right side of international conflict.
My mom's in the car, bro. Okay, well, your mom is currently listening to Al Sharpton take Biden's pee-pee, okay? So me basically describing the terms and conditions of Al Sharpton's sucking operation is not going to change the reality of Al Sharpton sucking extra hard, okay? Guac, guac, 9,000. You know what I mean?
People want to feel like, wait a minute, I'm a priority.
I think President Biden is actually a very good sort of teacher on this front about not just the respect for democracy here at home, Rev, but for stability in the world and for the, promoting democracy around the world. I just wonder, does the White House need to focus on the explaining part? We were talking to Jeremy Bash about this earlier. As much as our participation in Israel and Ukraine is definitely draining
let's just do this.
and time, that it is vital to stability of the world and ultimately America as a superpower, Rev.
I think that they must make the...
It's so funny because Mika's dad openly said that the Israeli authorities, Mika Brzezinski's dad is Zbigniew Brzezinski, okay? So, I didn't say his name correctly, but he was a formative, Zbigniew Brzezinski, okay? There's no way I'm going to say it correctly. That's insane. Polish names are impossible to say.
So much trash.
But,
No.
yes, he worked in the Carter regime.
Okay.
And
I think we're done.
Is, or at least was hyped about like basically creating the Mujahideen and the Taliban because he brought the Russians into their
fuck,
own
did it
personal
disappear?
Vietnam. In
No,
his words.
I didn't want to bring it back.
But
Okay, I
that
didn't
guy
realize. I
very
didn't read it. I
openly
didn't read it. Fuck.
Was
Okay, I fucked up.
telling Joe before Joe and Mika got married, by the way, on the Morning Joe show, that Joe was a fucking dumbass for constantly complaining about Palestinians actually eviscerating negotiations with Israel, and literally openly to his face said, Joe, you're stupid. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, this is hard mode.
I'm literally Zbigniew Brzezinski. Okay.
Launch an
and
object from yourself
right,
will block
that it was
attack
actually
before
Israel
being
that fucking
destroyed.
butchered the negotiations, the round of
Attacks 2
negotiations.
damage, decreases by 1 and don't exhaust. Ooh,
Yes,
okay.
that's Mika Brzezinski's
Take the small boulder.
father. Okay.
Is anyone getting a
Fucking
really bad
alpha
headache?
in his own goddamn show. God, I can't watch the rest of this. This is so fucking stupid.
No, it's from that high-pitched static. What is that? Ah, you again. Hello. Which one of you shall it be this time?
White House vows more retaliation for drug
Let's
attack and
get,
kill 3 soldiers. So fucking horny. Donald Trump interviewed Maria Bartiromo, but he's washed. I don't care about it either. China fear-mongering pairs nicely with the migrants crossing the southern border illegally exploding on 60 Minutes. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
Wait, Beam, let's go.
The Chinese. Our border isn't only scary because Mexicans are coming over the border. Now we got to worry about the Chinese coming over.
Damn,
the border,
okay.
Which literally, we just live in a fucking Nick Mullen bit, okay? At this point, this is just a Nick Mullen bit, okay?
Okay.
We're not doing that. That's American foreign policy is just
We'll-
listening to Nick Mullen.
What we're gonna do is this.
Migrants arriving at the southern border is unprecedented. Last year, U.S. Customs and Border
We're
Protection
gonna do a multi-shot.
reported 2.5 million instances of detaining or
I'm gonna shift
turning
this
away
over.
people attempting to cross
Oh,
into
that'll
the
still
United
take 2
States
damage
from
though, but that's
Mexico.
okay. That'll take no damage.
What's the fastest growing group among them? Chinese migrants. Yes, you heard that right, Chinese. We saw large groups.
Okay, well that was stupid of me. I did not think that through, but it'll still take 2 damage, so we're gonna shift over.
At the end of a border fence 60 miles east of San Diego. The illegal
Okay.
entryway is a new route for those hoping to live.
Oh, I didn't take. Okay, no, it's fine.
Yes, you heard that right. Chinese. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We need to move out of the way of that.
Continue in a moment.
1, 2. We have here.
Just after sunrise, we saw the first group of migrants make their way from Mexico through a gap between the 30-foot steel border fence and rocks, ducking under a bit of razor wire and into the United States.
So I didn't actually take any damage from that. Okay, that's cool to know.
Bro, what the fuck is this DEI shit? We got Hamas and Chinese people coming through the Mexican border. Oh, God. Yeah. That's a good one, Chatter. God damn. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. This is a libtardian utopia, brother.
Wait, how did that work? Oh, how did I get
Goddamn Chinese coming over
hurt?
the Mexican border.
Bro, fuck, what the fuck?
From China, nearly 7,000 miles away.
I had so much shielding.
Careful, watch. Our cameras, and at one point, this armed border patrol agent
Bro,
standing 25 feet
I'm
away,
okay.
did not deter them.
I'm a little bit fucked.
Wait, here's the thing. Yeah, it's even funnier because I don't think Chinese migrants illegally coming into the U.S. aren't exactly pro-China. Yeah. This is like a Venezuelan situation, right?
No.
Wouldn't they literally be like super anti-China? That's why they're running away from the Chinese government. These are the guys you want to give TPSs to.
Damn.
But of course, money talks. You know what I mean? Money talks.
I'll have to blow up my own thing to survive.
Like a Communist Party official's like granddaughter that is flying in legally and going to fucking Harvard and then, you know, purchasing a condo and shit.
So this goes to the other thing. Then we've got just one object
so.
space left of your missile bay. Attack drone, shield drone.
Rush through the border.
Oh my god, that's so cool, battalion.
So, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
This man, a college graduate, told us he hoped to find work in Los
Anti-China, they want a better life, dude. I mean, I think there's reasons. If you're running away from China, which has a fairly robust
I'll take battalion and see.
coming to the United States of America, it's
You
probably
want him
because
killed
you
every
are
time an asteroid is
most
destroyed.
likely you have some you are
Reports
at
don't gain
odds
1
or,
overdrive. And 2 evade on the first turn.
Money talk says
I'll take the
oligarch
evade.
nephew. What? I'm the oligarch nephew. My uncle is an oligarch.
If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, gain 1 shield.
These guys have lost their minds. This new meta on the right wing is like being like Hassan is the son of an oligarch or the uncle, the nephew of an oligarch. I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about. But they've actually, I think, lost the plot completely.
Okay.
Do you think Jank is the oligarch? Bro, I have more money than he does. Like, what does that make me? I'm the oligarch then. You know? He's not the oligarch, bitch. I'm the oligarch. You know what I mean? There's a big Twitter thread going around saying your dad owned a $160 billion company. These motherfuckers are tweaking. It's true. I am actually a 160 billionaire.
Bro.
Guys.
Twitter is insane.
You got me. Yeah. That's insane, dude. Are you fucking... You have to literally be brain broken.
It comes from Keemstar.
Yeah. Bill Gates? Bro, Bill Gates calls me up to be like, yo, can I get a money line, son? I'm the bank. And my dad is the bank for Bill Gates.
Bro, they're gonna be like, oh my god, he
and
admits
my
it.
uncle or both. You know.
Oh shit, okay, we go here.
They're saying your dad was a CEO at a Fortune 500 company and you're lying about how much you make and that he funds you or some shit. What? Bro, I have a publicly visible sub count. Like, what do you mean? For fucking 5 years now. What the fuck are you guys saying? Explains how you're able to afford the stream deck, to be honest. Yeah, I know. People are so fucking stupid. Dude, listen. As politics get worse and worse, people become more schizophrenic.
What's the law for this game? Oh, you must stop saying that, dude.
That's it. There's not really anything else that you can do about it other than the
stop
fact
saying
that,
that, Hassan.
You know, people are just genuinely schizo.
But is it gonna beam a shield at the target?
How'd you buy a 4090 otherwise? OTK. And the O in OTK stands for oligarch. You named it. Yeah. They're saying your dad is on the board for this conglomerate. Sabunjit? No, dude. These people are so dumb. They're trying to dox my dad, but like they're fucking doxing the place that my dad worked at literally fucking 20 years ago, dumbasses. This is what I'm saying. I'm very public about this anyway. I've literally talked about this. Yeah. He was moneyed up when I was growing up. I've said I fucking grew up in a... Bro, you just bought an expensive Dolce Razor gaming strap, style line in chat. Yeah. I've never... This is like not even a secret. They're so fucking stupid. Yes, my dad was rich. Okay? I say was because he no longer is. I've talked about this quite a bit. It's also ridiculous that they're doing this because, like, yeah, I don't agree with my dad on politics anyway. It's pretty obvious. I also fucking came to America. Motherfucker doesn't even speak English. We're making it seem like he has some... Like, everything beyond him being my father is like, it's his own shit. Koja and Sabanja are also even more mega rich than they were 20 years ago. Pennies in comparison. Yeah. I have said it openly, but also presumably not like 150 billion. Yeah, no, of course not. That's so dumb. People on a certain subreddit are repeating it too hilariously. Yes, because most of like the anti-Hassan lore just revolves around people trying to endlessly justify why I'm a bad person or some shit. It's not in remotely good faith. No, my dad was not a fucking billionaire. People are out of their minds, I think. I think they saw like the number in Turkish lira and did not even convert it. And which the number ironically is like related to the holding group that he was a vice president of.
Hopefully this will be fine.
At this point, it basically is just like someone being a cyber stalker and like not even doing a very good job at it.
Delusional acceptable
And
word?
then
Yeah,
being like,
perfectly
yeah, you're
acceptable.
worth $160 billion. Yeah, dude. You think if I was worth $160 billion, I'd ever fucking
I don't know
be
how I'm gonna survive
live on
this.
Twitch? You would have never even heard about me. Dumb fucks. You got like Discord detectives doing autism research on you at all times. Yeah, except the problem is it's also completely false. Like it's not even correct. It literally is just like people not understanding a thing and then pointing to it and then coming in here and being like, dude, I heard you're worth $160 billion. Yeah, dude. It's so funny to be like, dude, yeah, you're a hypocrite. Your dad, multi-billionaire, I've heard. Yeah. Just think. Why the fuck would I be doing this shit? What do you have to say to the claim that you are a neo-Ottomanist? It's true. I am a neo-Ottomanist. It's just like, they're not even good at cyber stalking. Also, how the fuck do we get to a point where it's just like, so yeah, I'm also richer than my dad. The fuck are they talking about? That's the other part that is like really funny.
Wait, so why did I get that? Damn, okay, well.
Yeah, broke boy should have been a fucking streamer, dog. People will literally just say anything about you and your psychotic haters will lap that shit up and spread it across the internet. I know, but like at a certain point, someone has to be like, at a certain point, yeah, it's literally basic outside. I would learn that your dad fumbled the bag by the time you went to college. How are they just learning this? I know. The student loans we had to take out for me and my brother to go to college, including my mom actually, was all actually fake because my dad was a multi-billionaire, it seems, according to my lore masters. They're saying your dad Illuminati is right. He Illuminati put me as a fucking dumbass Twitch streamer who's a political commentator who's despised by the most
The 9-hour
brain-broken,
Peloton video, another one?
posting internet Reddit detectives. A fate. It's a monkey's paw situation. It's just a curse. I'm here to present the neo-Ottomanist approach. There was a point where I think a lot of people... Yeah, I went to Rutgers.
Ooh, I survived.
There was a point where a lot of people basically would look at stuff like this and go, yeah, this is the most insane... Like, why are you doxing this fucking random Twitch streamer's dad? The fuck does this have to do with anything? And the other thing was... Like... The other thing would be like, why do you care? Like, why are you so obsessed with any of this shit?
Okay.
But nowadays, I feel like because of the 4chanification, the 4chanification of Twitter especially, like people like Keemstar that normally were gross and are still gross, and people would look at them and go, oh God, you're so fucking gross. Please.
Let's get these drones out.
What the fuck are you doing? That kind of behavior has become like super normal.
Okay.
The Muslim Brotherhood on Reddit in relation to your dad, why are people like this? They're insane. It's funny because it's like, look at me. Like, there's no better way. You have to be on some real racism shit. You have to be on some real Hitlerian shit to be like, Hassan, that guy, definitely a Islamist.
Oh, I didn't want to do
you
that.
have to literally be like Hitler at the Olympics, being like, the black guy can't win because he's the under race. You know what I mean? White people are the master race. Clearly, the white people are going to win at the Olympics. Like, you have to literally, if you look at a dude who, like, half the time you're calling gay, okay? If you look at a dude like me and go, this guy Hassan, definitely a fucking Islamist, you have to be on some Hitler shit with your Islamophobia, where you're like, oh no, it's actually the greatest Khan of all time. He's pro-trans rights and probably the most progressive you can get socially, but he actually secretly is an Islamist pro-trans rights guy and pro-gay right guy, because he wants to restore the Ottoman Caliphate. You're a schizophrenic person. If this is your politics, you gotta snap out of it immediately. Okay? You've lost the plot. You've lost your fucking mind. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Okay. I need more movement stuff.
Isn't what they're doing also insanely illegal? It depends. Not really. Yeah, it's like the classic gay Islamo-communism Obama.
There's on such a funny way to
Yeah.
this big bald in Spanish, and I
I'm a
believe there's so many people with a
pork-eating-
ballsy bike in the house. It's so funny. That's funny.
Pro-LGBTQ.
Wait, is there so there's another
communist
9-hour
Islamist
Peloton video?
Secret billionaire
Okay.
operative.
Should we watch some Northern Line videos? Let's go. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, you're right. It is 9 hours. Bro, I can't watch that. Let's do a bits and banter video.
Hello to the gamers. Quick bandle before Super Auto Pets, before sponsored puzzle stream where we're giving away codes for the demo so you can get into the game and jump up and down in front of me and I have no possible way to stop you. 1993. Here's a new one. Track 1. Drums, bass, harp, glockenspiel.
I'm not
plus
watching a
strings
9-hour
1. We
video.
about to
I'm just
get
putting this in
Wes
the
Anderson
background.
up in this bitch.
Bro, this is from a while ago.
It's the Jurassic Park theme song.
Oh no, it's not that long ago actually.
Yeah. That's too easy. Too simple. Usually I get
So I
annoyed when
think
people say, can you
here-
get Vandal in one? Because like the drums have no melody, so it's really hard to tell what it is unless I guess maybe you're a drummer. But this was a bit of a gimme for sure.
Let's see. I'll be taking 3 damage. Fuck, okay.
And then this is where we lose it or use it. All right. That would actually go hard in like a Super Nintendo Jurassic Park game. I think they did a good job with it. Hey, Chakravat and Jagannath, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you.
This is a super tricky. I'm struggling with this a lot.
John Williams kind of goated with it.
He nailed it, yeah. Well, I've no one.
George Lucas, when the function got a little John Williams at it. Ooh. Hey, NL, movie
I don't know
in
how-
Zone
I
2
can't-
this morning. You know it, but don't insult me. I would say it was high Zone 2,
I have no
low
way to
Zone
dodge
3.
this.
Average wattage 172, 100-minute ride. Why no Letterboxd review? Because Steven Spielberg made West Side Story 2021 2 hours and 26 minutes long. So I have another 46 minutes or so of West Side Story still to go. Where are we trending? Right now, I'd say we're trending somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4, leaning towards 3.5.
Oh, we just
definitely
make it.
getting a
We just
heart
make
as
it.
well. I would also say...
Oh my god, that was so scary, dude. That was so fucking scary. These cards suck. Okay. We need like launch operates from US of Jupiter drone. Every time you attack, this drone copies your attack. Oh wow. A Jupiter drone? Table flip. All cards with flippable actions such as move are flippable for the rest of combat. That's cool. I'm gonna get the Jupiter drone though, but we've been struggling. This has been a struggle.
That the small stuff, the Ansel Elgort, Rachel Zegler love story stuff, the duets, are hit and miss. The large scale ensemble numbers are all transcendental.
Wow, okay, shield burst is
They're
insane.
beautifully done.
Hey guys, you're killing it out there. And by it, I mean the actual crystal monster. Always nice to meet the fans. I've been writing down the crystal facts. Like, for example, did you know that if you step on one of them barefoot, it really hurts? Wow, that's crazy. Alright.
Wonderfully choreographed, wonderfully shot. The music goes crazy. It's the small stuff where the movie loses me a little bit, but the big stuff is all fantastic. What does mana do? It does what it says on the card, which is, well, you could get the pack in for yourself, by the way. It's already out. We're having a little bit of drama on Twitter. Somebody tweeted me a Dean Norris meme, and it was me when the SAP pack comes out. Me when I find out the SAP pack is $10. And then someone replied, maybe you'd have more disposable income if you didn't spend $8 a month on Twitter. And that dude did not like receiving that message for sure. He replied and then...
Bro, that's so true. Twitter Blue subscribers, dude. Anyway.
Replied to himself. I believe that they replied, MFs will really pay 2x a Twitter Blue subscription for Netflix just to watch one movie a month and forget about it, but I'm not allowed to spend $8 a month on a platform that I use every day just to expand my reach. And then someone replied to that and said, bold new argument strategy, make up a Netflix guy to get mad at. And I have to feel like that he's not going to like that message when he reads that either. I'm off on the sidelines, okay? I just made I made a tweet that says it's update day, and all of a sudden I'm like, my mentions are a battlefield here. I don't have to take a side. Now in my head, have I taken a side? Of course. But I publicly don't have to take a side. That's an unforced error. All I would say is that without getting too serious about it, I don't think that you should have to pay $8 to expand your reach on a social media platform. I think that it should be a meritocracy. True. I think that the swaggiest dudes and the hottest chicks should naturally rise to the top just because that's the way that the world works. So that's the way the internet should work as well.
And hottest chicks.
I don't think it should be determined based on, who gives $8 extra a month to Elon Musk. We're all crushed under the same boot. Just got back from Costco. What did I miss? Can I tell you something? This question comes up all the time. You have never missed anything. I've been telling you it for years. I'm not trying to be derogatory towards you or my own career, but every stream is the same.
Is that true?
This is not Breaking Bad. This is not Infinity War. I went to the bathroom.
Bro, this is so he's so true. It's like every single stream, stream Northern Line does is the same. It's true, dude. So funny, dude. Oh god.
Did I miss Gulp Shitto coming up? This is the radio. You don't get in your car, turn on the radio, and then call your friend and go, hey, I was 10 minutes late to the radio this morning. What did I miss? They played the same songs. They played the hits. They played some advertisements for local car dealerships.
Scramble.
There was some paid promotion, and, we all had a reasonably good time. Vampire Bat! Okay, this is where we pivot the whole run. You say that, but you missed one stream, and now everyone's saying Hemomancer? I suppose there is some truth to that. When you miss a day of school, and then all your friends have a new inside joke by the time you come back, you're like, what the hell? Everyone's saying hurt me more, and then you say hurt me more, and people are like, don't say that. You don't know what that is. And I'm like, you guys were all saying it. They're like, yeah, we were there when they said hurt me more. We all have that shared experience. You're trying to get stolen valor by saying hurt me more. What do you think about we don't need a Rambutan anymore? We make enemy ailments 2 times worse. But it sucks because like you're making them crispy,
Northern
which
line
would
on the
be
Bilbo
awesome.
point. Yeah, that would be insane.
But then, or sorry, you're making them crispy, but you're then making them weak.
I need to move, but what does
after
this mean?
the crispiness. Why is the Phoenix in the back? The Phoenix is a my expectation of it is that it's a 4 or 5 stack Andy. You put it here or here maybe.
Oh, okay, it did hit.
Because it makes pets crisp. Oh no, maybe you're right. But you want it to ideally weaken the enemies more than it weakens you. Which is why we're setting it up thusly. But I want you to get stronger.
I'll still take 2 damage.
No, I want you to go first. This is right. So you should make the enemies weak and then make them crispy so they take double damage from the crispiness. And then maybe you
Oh no,
can...
it got destroyed. Fuck, okay.
Rambutan is useless. Don't sweat it. It hasn't been on the squad for a full turn now. Alright, well that's devastating, except all of my units lived. That's gotta sting. Oh, man. Oops!
I don't understand how the library of the torn
Doesn't
node, like...
crisp overwrite weakness? For right now,
edits
that's the
so
idea.
much.
All according to Keikaku. Don't kill my vampire bat before it starts to pop, please. Now weakness overwrote crispiness. That's not what I want to see.
Oh, I can do this.
Everybody crispy. Manticore needs to be further toward
I only
the
take
back.
2 damage. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Because Manticore needs
We
to...
go here.
Well, it can't get further towards the back. It just needs to live. You actually don't need any more health. You're getting more than enough health. Manticore needs to survive.
And this. There we go.
Actually, it has like a 100% chance to get overridden.
Damn, and now I have to take
We
that.
fizzled their Chimera. That's very positive for business. But then we blew up their whole squad. But then I'm crispy, but they're crispy, but I'm crispy, but they're crispy, but we're crispy. Okay, we got to 9. Could it be possible for the Manticore to live? I feel like maybe... But if the Manticore gets crispy, it's probably...
Bro, hard mode is insane. Like, normally I'm like... going through this so easily, and now I keep fucking this up and I get engine stalls. I'm going insane. Okay, this will be fine. Fuck. I'm gonna take so much damage. Oh god. Welp.
Gonna die. Let's move it back 1, okay? You make 6 pets crispy? That's tough, brother. That's a tough one. I gotta think about that.
Gotta move out of the way.
Everybody get weak with everything. We've got double damage
We're gonna have
status
to
effects.
scramble.
They've got double damage status effects. They've nullified my Phoenix. That's terrible news for me.
I could go here.
Enemy ailments are doubled. Oh, but they're crispy again! We won. I told you, you've got to nerf the vampire squid, bro.
I can't
it's too
move?
good. We're getting badged out of our gourd. I am the angry vampire squid. Relax, I'll handle this. It's a simple guy, most confused guy in history voice. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I literally have not been able to move.
Yes.
I've
Yes,
got no
okay.
shield. I'm
Hydra,
fucked.
Quetzalcoatl, Behemoth, Sleipnir. Me when I'm talking in reverse. Let's see. Maybe we got like.
Okay.
How is it possible we leveled up 3 times and the only match we've got is Behemoth, bro? Like that's insane.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna tell you the
we
Yeti,
live,
in my
we live.
personnel opinion, is fool's gold. Okay.
Why can't you move? Because it's.
I take it every single
apply an
time.
engine
I've taken it
stall.
on reroll runs. I've taken it on experience-driven runs. It is always Bad, except maybe with Loch Ness Monster. But it every time I'm like, yeah, it would totally fit on this run. It would totally and then I sell like my best unit, take a Yeti, and never win another round. And I'm like, oh, brother. This unicorn sucks. You don't understand, okay? You just don't get it. But you're right. No! No! I don't believe it.
How did that
it
still
got nothing
cause
because it
damage
always
to
gets
me?
nothing, man.
I'm losing my... How did I still get
And I think
fucked
I'm
by
gonna
that?
call it right now. Bar guest, my personnel opinion. Best tier 1 unit. It's like a tier 1 bad. But it
Okay,
always
fine.
hits the same unit, which is negative, but also positive. She's also the best girl
damn,
in
that hits
FGO.
first? Okay.
Here we
Oh,
go.
God.
FGO. It's something
Fuck it, we'll
game
take it, dude.
online, if I had to guess. Nope, it's Fate Grand Order.
Repair 5-0.
You're gonna make me ask, aren't you?
My God.
What is Fate Grand Order? Doesn't Kate play it? She brings more of a Honkai Star Rail vibe to the function. Is she pogged for 2.0? I don't even know what it means, to be honest. I'm not privy to the updates in Honkai Star Rail. It's that gotcha with the historical figures as anime girls. Oh, you know what? I think she does play that as well, actually. She was talking about it for a while.
2.0 is today? What's that?
Sometimes I'll look over at her her phone and she'll be like in outer space, twirling a wand around and doing 9,999 damage to somebody. Sometimes I look over and she'll be like, everybody's wearing like steampunk hats and they're in like a old west town or something like that. Excuse me, my vampire bat got silenced. In case you're wondering why
I've got to be
normally
really
it's good
careful
and
with,
this time it isn't good.
with
Well,
when
it's
I
still
move
won,
back and forth.
but
We're gonna do this.
it got silenced. Avery Goods, I want you to know that you got me, okay? You
Gonna do
said
this.
muted. I looked at my microphone. You got me? If you do it one more time, permaban. But a permaban is not really a permaban, okay? Because you can go into the on-ban requests and request clemency. He said he meant the vampire. I said what I said.
One less damage. Okay.
You got one get out of jail free card, okay? Be careful. This dude is gonna be Rambutanned out of his freaking gourd, bro.
That takes one less damage that area.
This
Fuck.
dude's also gonna be Rambutanned out of his freaking gourd. We were still pretty close. Hey, Anel, thoughts on your Peloton turning into a coat rack when they go bankrupt? Hey, Chatter, thoughts on LARPing as like a Wall Street big shot in Twitch chat? Weirdo. It's your life, brother.
I've got no
I'm
more
just-
movement for those.
I'm just
Okay,
asking
well,
questions. I'm not a Wall Street guy. I read it on a Wall Street subreddit. Yeah, no, I know. I know, okay? Is that DL Guiga? DL Guiga doesn't LARP.
oh fuck! I
He
meant
doesn't
to
work
put,
on
okay,
Wall Street
well,
either. He works on whatever Chicago's Wall Street is.
Put it here.
Probably
out
like
anyway.
Door Street or something like that. Crispy them? My God, we are dead. Okay. I know how it is. I used to defend my favorite wrestlers the same way. I would rather you be defending professional wrestlers than like attacking a public corporation that the only thing you know about it is that they make an exercise bike that I ride. I mean, you just, at that point, you got to cultivate a hobby other than hating. A little bit of hating sprinkled into like a chili of life gives us some spice, man. But, you know, you think that you're like Cholula, but you've actually turned yourself into the bomb. A hot sauce that you only want to
What
see
game
other
was it
people
for?
eat. You never want to actually try it yourself. You've turned yourself into one of those like anus pucker hot sauces that like someone buys you for Christmas because that's like your only element of the personality you've ever expressed to them, and then you like put it in the cabinet, but you never actually open it. But whenever anyone comes over, you're like, check out my hot sauces, and they're like, whoa. And then at work the next day, they're like, I knew he was into hot sauce, but like, brother is really into hot sauce. I'm just saying, you got to sprinkle a little hate, okay? A little sandpaper, you know, ironically kind of smooths things out in spite of its roughness. But too much sandpaper.
I haven't been able to upgrade any
You're gonna
cards.
get a rash.
It's just repair hull every single
You gotta
time.
get a new PC, man. It's kind of crazy. I think this is like the longest I have used a PC since I started doing this job. This is coming up on 4 years. And it's still doing, like, just fine. It's just getting a little slow. The thing is, buying computers is like a...
Anyway, I actually think I'm going to go. I'm getting tired now. I'll continue with this. Bro, I need to just do one full run. Like, in one go when I start. But anyway. Alright, this has been very difficult, though. Alright, I'm going to go, everyone. Much love to you all. I'm not going to raid anyone. I'm just going to sleep. Anyway. Cheers, everyone. Probably no stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream for like an hour or two to do